Good afternoon, folks, or evening, I should say, and welcome to the Martin Center here at Gonzaga University in Spokane, Washington. Michael Hanrahan joined tonight by Kyle Sweeney. So here's DeMooney again. Here is Ryan with her first opportunity, and she takes advantage. Katie Ryan. Going to look to the far side here for Vudala. And this one tipped by Blaskova. And it works out for him. Here's a set for Vudala. And this one sent right back down. So now the sophomore serves. Gonna look to the middle here. Sent right down by Blaskova.
Well, talk about perfect rhythm. That was perfectly in sync. Watch this right down the middle. Absolutely no shot.
So here's Dykstra sending it over. And now Wall's going to look to the middle, just tipped up, kept alive or not. Looked like DeMooney couldn't quite get under it, so the point does go to Breckenshek and the Cougs. Now DeMooney will look for Rickert, kept alive and now sent back by Vreeling. And here's Larson from the far side, met immediately. And there is Lucy Blaskova.
And that was another nice play by Cugino. Kind of just stuck her left hand out for the dig. But what a matchup there up front.
Bernal going to look far side. Tip there by Vodula. And here's Rickert. Now Bernal goes behind. And Vreeling able to finish it off.
That was a nice set from Bernal to Vreeling.
DeMooney will look behind. Ogden in motion. She tips it. Barbero is there. Now Wall sets for Brustad. Here's Rickert, kept alive by Logan Golden. And Katie Ryan will finish it off. Who else? Washington State able to survive the Zags comeback. They take the first set 25-22. Very exciting beginning to what should be a great evening of volleyball. And the Cougars lead 1-0. And now a set from Bernal. Met up front is DeMooney. And now Rickert gets rejected by Blaskova. Great defensive finish to a good rally from the Cougars.
Well, there she is once again. She's been playing fantastic defense on this front line of the Bulldogs all night. Another block there. But still 7-7 tie. It's been very competitive as we've seen pretty much throughout the evening so far.
Here's Walls. And Lowe can't keep this one alive. Beautiful serve and an ace for Jaden Walls. And now Dykstra sends it over. Looking here for Brustad. Now Ogden in motion. She just tips it, kept up by Barbero. And Vreeling sends it over. That one just tucked in on the near side. Point for the Cougs. And again, we're seeing this from both sides, but the defensive plays, one arm here, one arm there from Cugino and Barbero.
Well, I was about to say that was Barbero on that play, and another nice setup from Waltz, who's had to do some of the setter work tonight.
Just looking at Sage Brustad, really great two-way player for the Cougars. She's got 5 kills to her name, as well as 5 digs and a block, as a service ace goes for the Cougs. And they take the 11-7 lead. This one sent over by Vodula. And now a tip from Smith. Barbero able to get there. Rickert with a chance. Rejected up front. It's Lucy Blaskova. My goodness.
What a display from the Cougar defense there. First it was Barbero on that impressive one-arm dig. And then again at the net. I mean, we've seen it all night from Blaskova tonight.
Now a set from Bernal. Sent down by Brustad. This one's coming straight back off of Cugino. And hammered down by Blaskova. She is lighting up here in the second set for Washington State.
And a couple of times that's been off of the mistakes of the Gonzaga defense, and Bernal has just been right there to set her up down the middle perfectly in stride. And when you set her up down the middle like that, there's no chance for the Gonzaga defense.
DeMooney going to the middle. Here's Ogden. Kept alive with one arm. This time it's Katie Ryan putting in the defensive work. And Sage Brewstead sends it to the back corner for a kill. Walls sets to Katie Ryan. DeMooney meets it, but it's going out of bounds. The Cougs take the second set, this time much more handily than the first. Barbero setting for Ryan, and she finishes it off. Again, there's only so many times you can give Katie Ryan a shot before she's going to finish.
And there was a couple of nice plays from Maddie Cugino again on that point, but we highlighted it earlier in this one. If you give Katie Ryan multiple attempts on 1 point, I mean, there's just no chance you're going to win that point. She blows it by Dykstra there.
Brewstad serving, shanked by Larson. And the Cougars have quickly jumped out to a 4-1 lead. And now Walls will look for Vreeling straight down to the court floor. Rickard can't handle it.
Well, they got weapons on all sides of the court, do the Cougars. This time they go to Taryn Vreeling on the left side. Again, another rocket right at Rickard's feet. No chance there for the sophomore. And another nice kill for the Cougars.
This one just in for Brewstad. And I will say, it did look like from up here that might have gone out of bounds. So we don't want to harp on Dykstra too bad for that call. But it sneaks in favor of Washington State, and we'll see a Katie Wilson timeout here. Cougars up 5-1.
7 ties in the beginning of each of the first 2 sets before Washington State was able to run away from both of them. But yes, very different as there's another service ace by Brewstad, her 4th of the match, and Gonzaga's backline is really struggling with their serve receive right now. Another service error for the Bulldogs.
So here's Vreeling. And Dykstra unable to handle that ball. So the Cougars now up 11-2. DeMooney. This time it's going to have to be a free ball from Cugino. As Bernal looks to Brewstad, and Cugino can't handle it. Just 8 attacking errors as a team this evening. And here in the middle, Brecken Sheck able to send it down.
When Sheck has been a big part of this offense as a freshman, she's kind of taken a little bit of a backseat tonight to some of the other star players. But the freshman middle is really someone the Bulldogs have definitely looked at in the scout, and she gets another kill there. I mean, there's just a lot of weapons on this offense for Washington State.
And another service ace here for the Cougars as Lowe struggled with the initial touch. Will this be the last point of the match? Cugino to Rickard. Sent back. And there it is, folks. 3 sets, 3 Cougar wins. They take this one with another sweep just as they did at home. Kyle, what a match for WSU.
It was complete domination. And shout out Jade Warren there. Just came in and made the game-sealing block, so a pretty cool moment there for the Cougars. But yeah, Michael, after that first set, just complete domination. As I said, the second and third sets were a little bit competitive there early, but Katie Ryan and company, I mean, they just took over as the middle portions of the set went on. And again, in similar fashion to the matchup in October, they get the dominant sweep.